Nothing friends, how's it going? It's been another week. So we have a week's worth of new makeup releases to talk about. It's a lot of stuff. With me, I have the fabulous Daniela. You know her, you've seen her before. And I also have the fabulous, glowing, gorgeous, transcendent Tiia. Actually, both adjectives apply to both of these lovely people. You know the drill. I'm going to have all of their information down below in the description box. They both have their own Patreon. They're both fabulous. And they're both coming to Ireland next week. Woot woot.
1 week today.
It's very exciting. As per usual, though, we have a few little quick general announcements, so we're going to pop into those. So apparently, the first thing that's happening is that Alien Cosmetics is rebranding. So there you go. That's something new. Pink Honey, they of the brow stuff, are apparently now on Beauty Bay. You know the drill. I have an affiliate link. I have affiliate links for lots of things. I'll pop them down in the description box. So if you want to buy things and want me to get a little bit of coin, no, you want to. I want to buy shiny things. Most I want to keep my cat in cat food because she has expensive tastes, god damn it. And then finally, apparently there's a new brand that was developed by somebody called Vicky Pattison, and it's called No Filter Beauty. Now I don't know who Vicky Pattison is. Maybe it's a reality TV show star.
I think it's something along the lines of that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not up with pop culture, so there you go. But that's it in terms of the general announcements. So I have so many people to thank for helping to formulate this particular episode. So a big thank you to Brianna, Ali, Gillian, Beth, Daniela, Missa, Sue, Amina, Susie, Gina, Shanna, Cheryl, Cecily, Wilma, JW, Missy, Franca, Gaia, Brogan, Shalina, Sarah L, Chrissy, Amber, Claire, Tina, Manuela T, Tiia, Kylie M, Anna C, Pidonia, Rhea, Shahina, Katie, Alexis, Kimberly, Lucy, Paula, Nisha, Jasmine, Sophie, Chloe, Sylvia, and Rhiannon. And a massive thank you, as always, to my patrons. You're brilliant and I'm very fond of you. We do have a theme this week, and the theme is animals. And Shalina came up with that because last week when I was on with Shanna, I basically said I prefer animals to humans, although my Patreons are pretty cool. So we decided, hey, we'll all be animals. Now, you'll say, Teresa, you're not an animal at all. No. I understood the assignment.
I was like, Danielle is the only one who understood the assignment. Me and my Peter print.
I understood the assignment, right? I am a cat. I heard what was said. I fucking ignored it. And I went and I had a nap instead.
Yeah, I feel like you did understood the assignment. And I'm a cat also, and I think Teresa said cats can do whatever they want, so I did whatever the Lord have mercy.
I feel like I'm more of a ferret.
Yeah, you are a total ferret. Just chaotic energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know somebody ferret, and the ferret kept stealing pens and just hiding them behind their laptop and computer space.
Either a ferret or a cockatoo, for sure.
I think more ferret. Definitely more ferret.
Feral ferret.
Definitely got the hair for it, so
yeah.
Anyways, lads, we're going to get straight into it. We have loads to talk about. The first one I am so excited about. This is Fenty and it's part of their holiday collection. It's limited edition. It's a full-size blush and a mini gloss in new peach shades. So it's their cream blush and a lovely little mini gloss bomb. It's $25. It is available now. I saw it on Boots for €25. So again, I'm going to have the affiliate link if you want to buy it in Boots. Oh, I'll tell you something. Come payday, this is going straight into my basket, and I'm very excited.
It's so pretty.
Really pretty. I kind of want to try it. So if we're gonna go to Boots, because we're gonna do a shopping trip for me, only for me. So I'll see.
Anyways, lads, if you saw that there was a jump, we were thinking about traveling logistics because there's a desire to go to Boots to potentially get this and other things because we have.
Yeah.
I think this is so smart as a holiday release. It's going with a lot of the stuff that has been really, really popular for her. I hope she does what she did last year and come out with more of the mini lip stunner paints as well, because she came out with different colors in that, and I'm like,
I like this idea of minis
Yeah.
of the existing products, or maybe a new shades or two, but like minis of good products that people already like as a Christmas treats, because you don't always have to like bring out new stuff. Like people, if it's gonna be like Christmas themed and everything, people are not gonna use that all year around. If it's like too Christmassy, themed. So I like this that you have like
It's
good
very
staple
universally
food.
flattering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think anyone would suit that.
I mean,
Yeah.
look, if you've watched me for long enough, you know that I do get a bit like when I see an orange blush. So
Yeah.
I got tagged by a lot of people. They were like, this. I'm like, God darn you. It's cream product and it's orange blush. Well then. And I did try to convince myself that I'm not that into glosses, but I actually have a whole stack of glosses. So it lies. It lies. When I put it to you guys were also really interested in it because 72% of you said that you love it. Then we have Wet n Wild, and they have a new Little Twin Stars collection. So there's a whole chunk of stuff. So there's complexion trios, there's lip glosses, sponge cases, sponge cups, lip scrubs, lip masks, eyeliners, a palette for $14.99, and then the face mist. Apparently you can get the full set for $74.99. Now
I think this is really nice.
I will say though, I'm looking at like the trios, and if they're like what we've seen from Wet n Wild before, I associate this with Elena, and Elena got some of their little quads before, and there was like glitter in them, and she was like, it's
Yeah, it kind of looks like that there's one glittery shade, and I don't understand if it's a complexion trio.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be kind of like a blush and a highlight.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why there's glitter
If
in
it's
there. It
worth me
looks
putting my
very
2
cute.
cents in, it's Little Twin Stars are Sanrio, if I'm correct, and that's very Japanese, and that they like that kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
probably based upon that, designed by that, because they don't really use highlighter there. They would use glitter instead.
The
So that's
issue is not so much that it's glitter as it's the quality of the glitter.
is it not that great?
Yeah, if it's the Vaseline thing that they have the glitter on top and then it's like a Vaseline.
Yeah, because I mean, put it this way, even Elena couldn't get it to work.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
I will say I love the cup, and I actually really love the bag, and I like cutesy like Sanrio stuff like that. So also for that price point, normally to find Sanrio bags, it's quite expensive. So this is affordable for me for a brand like this.
Yeah.
So that's what I was
I
thinking.
don't
I was
absolutely hate it, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
I think it's adorable.
Super, super cute. Like I like the little
Yeah.
palette.
It's really like it has a cute vibe, but it's not for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think this is bad, and I think this is like coming up to Christmas as well. I think there's some of this that would just be so lovely as little stocking fillers, like the sponges, the cups.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I'd like to try the eyeliners because there's interesting colours in that. So yeah, I think this is a good one. But it seems that when I put it to you guys, you weren't as impressed because only 29% of you said that it was super cute. We've talked about this brand a couple of times before. This is Pout and Shout, and basically this is an upcycling brand. Like it's a one-woman show, and what she does is she takes existing old palettes or whatever and then upcycles them, changes the layout, the design, etc., and puts her own new products in, and then it's like you pay whatever you want of it as long as it's between a particular thing, which myself and Tiia have been very confused about in the past. That it's like pay what you like, and it's like I need some boundaries in my life.
Yeah.
I hate this.
I think the idea is cute. I'd say that I absolutely hate the bottle cap hands. This just makes me wonder how sanitary it is. I've seen the comments, like people also being concerned on the same thing. And the brand owner has explained that what procedures she do, and she just does this for hobby. So she's not like serious about it as like a brand. I just like I like the idea, but it's a bit too homey for me to trust it as a makeup brand.
I know that she does put the profits, like whatever she makes on it, she puts it back into like cat shelters and stuff, which I'm like, okay. So again, it does come back to like, she's not like doing this of like, I want to be a millionaire. She's it's like literally like, oh, I think this is fun and I'm going to do this.
I would rather just give the money for cat shelters, because I wouldn't use this.
Yeah.
Just for my personal, what I think, I wouldn't use this. But I think it's like a good idea. I think it's just for a bit of fun for her, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think the idea.
Cosmetics products, I like them to look sanitary. I like them to look that there's procedures there. I don't say that she doesn't have, but it just, for me, it just looks like a bit of like.
Yeah, like I think the idea is there. It's just kind of lacking. It feels like, you know, if you were in secondary school and you were asked to come up with like a company as part of like.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looks like a school fair project.
And I'm not being shady. I'm just like, that's literally, but it is a homemade thing. So like that is what it is. When I put it to you guys, 24% of you love it. So I think it's down to like the idea is there. And I think a lot of people like the fact that she's doing that and think it's a cute idea. Oh my goodness, this next one. This is from Notoriously Morbid, and this is their Loki eyeshadow palette. It's coming out October 22nd, so it's available as we're watching this. It's a 9-pan palette. There's mattes, there's shimmers, and there's a multi-chrome. Oh my goodness. I love Loki. I do. I low-key love Loki. And it's a green palette.
I love it. I don't understand why the orangey shade looks like Smash. And some of the shades, maybe this is like hand-pressed. But I just feel like if you're gonna put out pictures of your product, make it look as best as it can.
Yeah. I think this would be the formula of the eyeshadow is might be extra crumbly. Like you sometimes get that with certain aesthetic. It has happened before that because it's so softly pressed, it tends to kind of not puff out, but just kind of.
I don't know, but I like this. I like this a lot. Also, I like the orangey tones with the greens, and like the idea of it. I don't know if it screams like Loki to me, like if I'm thinking like Norse mythology.
But it needs more gold, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I like the color story. The color story is like what I'm at the moment. I love greens and mustards and those earthy tones together. So I don't hate it.
I think it could have done with a black because Loki has a lot of black in.
Yeah, maybe like change that white shimmer. I don't think it's necessary in this small palette. I think. Is it only 2 mattes?
Yeah, you might be right. The middle right, middle top.
Yeah. I would like more mattes though than shimmers. I like good shimmers, but I like my palette to have more than 1 or 2 mattes.
Yeah.
Maybe half and half.
Also, don't tell me off. I'm eating a share bag of Milky Bar to myself right now.
I'm very angry. You need to share that with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. One for you. One for Tiia.
No.
Fantastic. Sharing is caring. I think this is a really nice idea. This is where I think indie brands really shine. When you look at, say, I'm going to say Urban Decay and their recent Marvel thing that I'm like, their packaging was fabulous on the Urban Decay one. But then when you look at the color story, it was like, Whereas this, I'm like, the color story is so good. I really think that indie brands kind of have the advantage when it comes to creativity and really understanding the consumer, because I think they're more on the ground and are more listening to what people have to say.
And I feel like they have more liberty to do what they want. You know, in big companies, there's more people doing the collections. They have to listen a wider amount of people and also think of their consumer base, which is bigger. So they have to try to please everyone, but sometimes doesn't translate on very good launches, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a fabulous collection. I'm really excited for it. I think I may get it once I get paid, but that'll be a while off. And it seems a lot of you are thinking the exact same thing because 62% of you love it.
Wow.
You've good taste, guys. You've good taste. And then we swing from good taste to Colourpop, giving us stuff that I'm 99% certain that I've seen before. Like the deja vu that I get from their stuff at this point is ridiculous. This is their Lucky Penny eyeshadow palette, and I'm like, are you sure it's not Baby Got Peach?
I have Baby Got Peach. I was going to say it's more like Orangey Glad.
It's like a mishmash of those two, and there was another one, like Peach Tones as well. It was a slightly bigger pan. It was £16. Can't remember what it's called. But they have this. They have blush sticks duos. They have liquid lipsticks, which apparently I know people don't love their liquid lipstick formula. I don't really know. I haven't really tried it.
I think they have multiples. I think people don't like the original ultra matte liquid lipstick. It's very drying. It's very similar to Kylie's. But then they have the ultra satin, which is really nice. I really enjoy it. And I think this is something different. This is the Luxe liquid lipstick. This is something newer that they have.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I haven't tried that. But the blush.
Also, quick rewind. If they released just the blush sticks and not the palette, and have said, look, we've got more orange and peach tones, I think people would have been more excited because they're on the back burner when they should be the star of the show.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Because I think we have a tendency to like look at the eyeshadow palette and forget all the rest of the things that come out of the collection. But I actually think with this, that it's so on point because people are really loving cream stick products. Like they're coming out everywhere. And this is an affordable version. And there's oranges and peaches, which are just so on trend at the moment. This had the potential to like really have people interested, but they led with the wrong thing.
I don't think the palette is necessary at all. Like, why release a palette with this? Just release. Also, I feel like the Luxe liquid lipstick shades don't like read. They're like more like pinky and like a purpley nude, and they don't like go with it.
Yeah, they don't correspond with it. It's like it's from a totally different collection, and they just went, shit, we're releasing stuff. Quickly put that in there as well. While you're
I feel that you need to like a little bit like only the blush sticks. If they would have been the focus on that, like not anything else, no palette, no liquid lipstick, and just be like, look at these lovely blushes we have released, and people would be like, oh wow. Colourpop doesn't need to always bring out full collections. I feel like they need to like chill down.
Too
much.
Go sit in the naughty corner, Colourpop, and have a think about what you did. And it seems that a lot of people are having similar thoughts to us, because when it went to you guys, only 9% of you loved it. And I would bet money on, if, like we had said, if they had taken out the palette and had led with the blush sticks, I think that would be a very different statistic.
Yeah.
I think I might have been the 9% mind. I do like the palette, but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, we've all hit yes to something where we're like, if it turned up, I wouldn't say no, but I'm not going to go off and spend my hard-earned.
I don't think it's a
that's how I
bad
feel about
palette.
it.
It's not a bad palette. It's not a bad color story. It's just that they have done it before.
Yeah.
So many times that it's boring now.
Yeah. Whereas the blush sticks were awesome.
Yeah. Then the next thing we have is Hip Dot collaborating again with stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And I don't know about you guys, but when I think of hot sauce, I don't think of something that I'd immediately want to smear on my eyes. But I might be a bit conservative.
I think we've been here before. I think there's been another hot sauce.
They have. They did this. This is their second collaboration with them.
Okay.
They did this before. Which I'm like, was it so successful the first time that you're like, everybody wants hot sauce eyeshadow? And I'm like, do they?
I'm not going to lie, I kind of want the lime sponge because it's a lime. It's just a bit weird.
Yeah, to be fair, that is kind of cute. Do you know what? annoys me though about this, they're definitely going on kind of like the Day of the Dead theme almost, but somebody messaged me and they were like, this is a bit unfair because they actually don't ship to Mexico, so they're kind of like profiting off of their culture but then also not making it available to them.
Also, I don't think of Tapatio sauce in like a rainbow palette. If it's one marketed as Day of the Dead, like, you know, more of that palette kind of looks more of that theme.
Yeah.
But when it's like Tapatio sauce, and I'm like, what? I'm so confused.
What, when you get hot sauce that isn't like the color of the rainbow? Or is it that it's so hot that it makes you see colors?
Yeah, maybe. You see the colors of the rainbow because you're gonna pass out because it's so hot.
I'm not a very spicy food. I am super Caucasian. Like, this body was not made for spices.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, salt is a spice. You know, let's add that to that's terrible.
Yeah. Salt and pepper.
Yeah. I think the little lip creams are kind of cute. Like the fact that they come in the little hot sauce. I think
they're cute colors and like they look kind of cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
The glitters look disappointing to say the least.
There'll be someone out there that wants this and is diehard fan for sure.
Yeah,
it's so
probably.
Wait, a diehard fan of Hip Dot or a diehard fan
Tapatio sauce?
Of hot sauce.
Yeah.
I love that
idea.
Hot sauce to you.
I love that idea though. Somebody just like being so into hot sauce that they will get anything related to it.
Yeah.
Anything.
I think it's cute.
I want to meet that person. I want to meet somebody who has that much passion and enthusiasm for something in
Technically James, but he doesn't wear makeup. But if he did, he'd totally buy this.
Fair.
There you go. When I put it to you guys, then 17% of you loved it, while 83% of you said, what spicy hell? Now, this palette, you're going to see this and think, I've seen this before, and you're not wrong, because this is from Glamour Matrix, and this is the Sandra Rose palette. However, they're re-releasing it, but making it into a mini version, which
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's available now for pre-order, and because it's mini, it is a little bit cheaper because like it was super expensive as like the full size order. This is $40.80 US. Now, Glaminatrix is an Australian brand, so keep that in mind. I absolutely love the color story of this. I think it's so
Me too.
different.
I think it's stunning.
Yeah.
It is beautiful. I would have wished, like it has a couple of dark colors, but I kind of would have wished maybe like a really deep green.
Yeah.
Is that leaf color? Is it like shimmer?
Yeah, it is.
Or is
It's
it
like
matte?
a deep olive.
Yeah, but is it shimmer or is it
No,
matte?
it looks like a matte to me.
It's a
It
matte.
looks
Yeah.
like it has a bit of shimmer in it. I don't know if it's like on my screen. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I feel like it looks pretty. It looks pretty light to me. Maybe because there's quite a few of like lighter shimmers, and I feel like those are a bit duochromy, maybe, or like a tougher shades. They could be really nice. I like it. I'm not like crazy about it, but I like it.
I think this is smart because it's a very springtime palette, and it is spring in Australia at the moment, so they are going along with their own seasons.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's genuine.
I think it's
Not that
stunning.
expensive either.
Yeah. And I think it's smart of them to come up with a mini as well of a bigger palette. Like, I think it's so smart when brands do things like that, because if you're like a makeup hoarder like myself, you don't need full size things because
No.
it's not feasible or it doesn't work. Whereas having those minis makes so much more sense. So I think this is,
And it's more affordable.
exactly. I think this is fabulous. I'm going to say it though, I think you're all having a very difficult week because only 26% of you love it. So I understand, because I have been working 15 to 16-hour days, and I'll be honest, I'm not my true self, and I am a little bit more cranky, so I'm assuming that maybe something like that is happening to you. and you're lashing out.
Basically,
It is spooky season. I will say, when I saw this eyeshadow palette, I thought it was Profusion, because Profusion came out with a design like this not that long ago.
I
But this,
love this.
yeah, this is
Me
Shiva.
too.
Yeah, so they've come out with an eyeshadow palette for $9. They have these little ghouls beauty sponges for $2.50. They have a mini matte liquid lipstick set, so there's 5 shades for $10. They have mini colored liquid eyeliners, and they are $10. I'm gonna say, I think every aspect of this is fabulous. I think
I love it. And I've seen the swatches on the Shein site and their reviews, and they look really good.
Yeah,
I kind of want the palette and the mini liquid lipstick.
And it's so
The-
cheap.
The
It's like
sponge
£8.50 or something over here.
and the sponge. I want everything else. I don't need the liners because those kind of liners just doesn't work for me usually.
I want that palette. It's so fun.
Yeah,
I
I
think
might order this actually. We'll see.
I think this is so on trend. This is so cute. You know, I normally hate palettes that are weird shapes, but this actually fucking makes sense.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'll give it a pass.
it's not too bad,
Yeah.
looking at, even though it's like different shapes of pans,
it's
but it
still
does
stylish.
And the
make
black
sense.
pan is big. The most important stage.
Yeah,
It's like they actually thought it through.
yeah.
I think this is brilliant. It's a great price.
I like the sponge. The
Oh,
glue.
It's so cute.
So cute.
I've heard really good things about like the liquid lipsticks and stuff. So, I mean, I'm super, super intrigued by this. I think this
Me
is
too.
really nice, perfect for this time of year, really good price point. Shein usually deliver pretty quickly. Like, you don't tend
Couple
to have
of
to wait.
weeks. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, for here it takes maybe like a week, 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
Same here.
yeah, it's pretty good. Again, I'm worried about you guys. Are you
Yeah.
in the spooky season? Only 29% of you said that you love it.
I feel like
I'm one of them.
I don't trust this thing. It cannot be right.
No,
I
we
feel
trust
like-
the numbers. We trust the science.
I
To
feel like
71%, please eat some chocolate and tea.
I actually think
Join
there
the
might have
spooky.
been this kind of situation that there was like the buttons were switched, like some kind of Instagram glitch, and actually 71% would have like pressed love it, but they were switched, so they like didn't know that, so now it's like not for me.
I love that Tiia is now entered into a really specific conspiracy theory. I love that Instagram are so like into my stories now. They're like, no, we want to fuck with her life and make sure that she's not getting the accurate statistics.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It's like I blame Instagram. There's some kind of conspiracy going
I mean, I blame Instagram for a lot of stuff, if I'm
Yeah.
honest. So I'm not averse to blaming them for this. We then have Florists, who we've talked about before, and this is their dye collection, and it's coming out October 22nd. Oh my good lord, they look so pretty. They have the floral engraving O'Day makeup palette for $67. They have a fairy peach blossom press powder for $46. They have the floral dew care cream to powder blush for $23. They have floral engraving phoenix makeup palette, $67. So the thing is, it's quite expensive.
And the
but
thing is, I've seen this from multiple brands. This is all over AliExpress, these palettes. So I'm not sure if this is like a real thing or is this like a really big markup for AliExpress makeup. I don't trust
This
these.
is the original and AliExpress
Yeah.
copied it.
yeah,
Yeah, but like if they're coming out now and it's been months since we've seen these kind of things, so
well,
I
I
don't
know
know.
that when we originally started seeing them, it was from Florists, because I remember looking it up. So it is
But
from.
it's the same palettes. Don't are they releasing the palettes again or like?
Yeah, they've changed some of the colors around.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the engraving is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm not going to spend that much on it
Yeah.
because I haven't lost my senses completely.
And I don't actually love those color stories enough to like.
Yeah, I think this is a beautiful like gift to give to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, likes kind of fairly like subtle everyday kind of makeup that you went, here, this is a little bit luxe, this is a little bit special. The lipstick, the engraving on it, oh my god,
pretty.
Gorgeous.
like my tiny brain cannot comprehend. I love
How would you use those things? It would be like you would cry every time you would have to
wouldn't.
touch the pan.
It's like I had the Nomad Cosmetics, the Haunted Europe, and it's all beautifully imprinted. And every time I was putting my brush in, I felt physically unwell because I was like, oh no, oh no, the beautiful imprint, no.
Oh my god, I'm ruining it.
We need a patent, a beauty brand with imprints that don't go away.
Yes, could they please do? Because that it's like it physically hurts. I think this is really pretty. It's way out of my like budget.
Yeah.
Although I am also the idiot who would go off and buy Natasha Denona, etc. Because I am, as I said.
But you kind of know what you're purchasing with that, whereas this, there's not a lot said about it or the formula. It's just more aesthetic than anything. So
like I've seen it on TikTok, and I don't get me wrong, love a bit of TikTok, and I love it for like ideas and inspiration. However, I don't trust reviews from TikTok.
Yeah, me neither.
So that's just my opinion. Now, when I put it to you guys, 37% of you said that you love it, while the remainder said wasn't for you. Then we have Rare Beauty, and they're launching a new palette. It's the Discovery eyeshadow palette. It is available now. There's something about, right, here's the thing. I really want to like Rare Beauty. I'd like to try it. I think she has put together a really nice brand. It's been very mindful of consumers, but there's been nothing from it so far that I'm like, oh, I really want it.
Yeah.
The pans are kind of annoying me about this, and there's something about this that makes me think of an Avon representative.
I was thinking that it feels like, even though obviously Rare Beauty was made by a young person, a lot of the makeup feels quite like it's for an older demographic.
I agree.
It's very like it feels bougie, but it feels
muted.
Yeah, I don't like the layout of the pants. I feel like it would sell better if it wouldn't laid out like this. And I also not heard not so good things about the formula of this eyeshadow. So
it feels like
I feel like from Rare Beauty I would like more to try their face products, blushes, those kinds of things. I just think these eyeshadows are a bit like nah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I feel like what Daniela was saying, it doesn't feel like it's coming from somebody who is like really young and cool, and it does feel a bit like Courtney goes to the boardroom. You know, it's an odd one. It's not for me. Like I wouldn't even look at that twice if I'm 100% honest.
I could just imagine a lady, you know, in her 40s or 50s keeping this in her handbag.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a dig. It's not a dig at all. It's the right kind of basic for that.
Yeah.
But it just gives me that vibe.
Makeup for, like, there has to be makeup for different demographics. We can't forget about, like, just because it's not our thing doesn't mean it isn't somebody else's thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can totally see that as being the makeup that you would keep in your office drawer for a touch-up.
Yeah.
When I put it to you guys, 12% of you loved it. So I think, again, I do look at my demographics. You're all about my age in the UK, etc. So I think we're all thinking around the same thing. Okay, this is Lorac, and this is their holiday collection. And they assure me that these are all different palettes. So there's the Pro Palette Fairy Tale Forest for $35. There's the Frosted Sequoia for $15. That's a bronze. The Mystic Oak, again, $15. Seductive Smoky. And the Winter Rose, which is Romantic Rosy, for $15. They all are very, how do I say it nicely? Dull, boring, muted.
I love it. But no, I've got a couple of Lorac stuff, and the quality is insane. And as someone who's worked on other people, this, these palettes just blend like absolute butter, honestly. Like, I cannot sing their praises enough for their quality.
Yeah,
And they're very, very consistent. And those shimmers, I'm not gonna lie, and I can tell a good shimmer when I see one. They look beautiful.
Yeah.
So for someone like me who likes a staple neutral, yes.
The only one that I like from here is the Mystic Oak, which is like more of that dark, smoky thing. Like, I'd say this is not marketed for me, who likes very colorful things.
I think if it was swatched, you might change your mind.
Like, I like a bit of neutral these days, and that's why I do like the Mystic Oak. And I don't think the other one, the
bronze.
Yeah, the bronze one isn't bad either. It's just, I feel like the big palette is a bit meh. Like, I wish more depth in it. Like, on the other picture, it looks like with the mini picture in the corner, it looks better. But when I see it like on the bigger picture, it looks a bit like the shimmers look nice, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I agree. This is one of those things that I know Lorac are really good formula. I've heard really good things about them. I would be interested to actually see this in person if I could at all, and have a little swatch and see what it looks like. Because I'm not against like grungy palettes. Like, I have been eyeing up the Metropolis for a really long time, and I might for Christmas.
Might be my fault.
Fuck you, Daniela. Fuck you, quite frankly. With love. Then when I did put it to you guys, 13% if you love it. So I think a lot of it is like not being sure about the color story and what it actually looks like. Then Besame are at it again. This is their 10th princess from the Princess Collection, and this time it's Tiana from the Prince and the Frog, or the Princess and the Frog. And they again have that compact, and they have a lipstick. At least the lipstick is very much in keeping with Tiana. It's driving me a bit nuts that the compact, the highlighter, seems to be the same throughout the collection. I think it should at least vary. And when you're doing one of the few princesses of color, maybe make sure that it's a deeper highlight. Like,
if it's what I think it could be, let me have a look. If it's a gelée baked highlighter, it will go on like the Dior, where it's translucent but builds glow. So if it's that kind of formula, it will be fairly universal, but I can't tell. If it is, fair enough. If it isn't, then yes, make a deeper highlighter. Thought that was worth mentioning, because it kind of looks like that in the picture. I would also
say, if you have been buying each one of these, which, by the way, how could you afford it? Adoptively. And you're now ending up, this is the 10th one, so you have 10 different lipsticks, but now you have 10 of the same sort of highlights throughout, but with different packaging.
Like, also, wouldn't you after 2 be like, no more?
Yeah. Look.
And not buy the 10.
I can't judge, because I am the idiot who has almost 230 liquid lipsticks. So I can't sit here and be like, because do you know what? If I had money if I was Jeffrey Bezos, right? Well,
why is every evil arsehole called Jeffrey? Just saying this.
Jeffrey Bezos. If I was Jeffrey Bezos, well, firstly, I wouldn't be a billionaire because I'd try and redistribute the wealth, but I would 5,000% be buying shit I didn't need.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
Nobody could control me. I would be the person who would come home with an alpaca and be like, look at my new pet.
Oh, 5,000. If you're not using your wealth to get an alpaca, what are you even doing?
I already know what I'm buying you, Tiia, when I get rich now. You're just gonna hear the doorbell go, and you'll be like, hello, who is this?
And there's like an alpaca there.
This idea
away.
I love this idea of Tiia and Pavo being in a little apartment with this massive alpaca.
And 2 cats.
And I love the idea that Cleopatra is going to be so fucking pissed off, like,
fuck off.
What the fuck is this bullshit you're bringing into my house?
You'll just hear them arguing. It'll be like, meh, meow.
hard to tell which one's the alpaca and which one's the cat, really.
Oh, Lord.
We digressed, but I think it kind of shows how uninteresting this is. Like, it hasn't captured our attention. Now we're talking about alpacas. And you guys seem to think the same thing because 16% of you love it. And I think it's down to the, like, Disney element of it.
I am so worried for the
I just can't get alpaca into his room out of my brain. This is like...
So we've gone through all the stuff now that is coming out. So we're now on to sneak peeks. This first one is from eUnique, and this is part of their holiday collection. They haven't said when it's coming out, but the pre-order will be available soon. So they have some eyeshadow palettes. It seems they have some highlights and some liquid lips. I am so intrigued by this brand, and they've come out with £6 palettes before that I'm interested in. And has been on my wish list. There's a green £6 palette.
Same. I was sad I missed out on the Japan line that they made.
Look at that blue palette. Like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
And I know that Emily has tried it. Hi, Emily. And she says it's good. And I would trust her opinion on this. So
same. She's a babe.
She is, yeah.
Cheers.
I love you, Emily.
We love you.
I feel like this is very nice collection. Like, I feel like there's something for everyone. It's not all about the color or all about the neutral side. I feel like there's a little bit something for everyone. Those highlighter shades look interesting.
Yeah. I agree. Do you know
they're like the Kaleidos ones, or like that kind of a highlighter. Oh my gosh.
I also think that the color story is perfect for this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think they've done this so well. And we've said it before.
So frosty.
Yeah, we've said it before though. You can do an interesting £6 palette. It's
exactly.
And this is it. Like, I think this is absolutely stunning, but I'm worried because I put it to you guys and 22% of you loved it. You think okay? No? I worry.
I feel like they're having a bad week. They're not thinking when they're answering these
things. Just eat the page. No.
Just opposing every possible instruction.
Also, there might be that possibility that they're pressing no just because they want to hear what I think of this, because I don't believe them. So this is a conspiracy.
So that's our second Instagram conspiracy from Tiia. So Tiia believes that all of you are saying no just to hear her response.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's an element of ego involved in that, but
no. No.
I love you dearly.
Not at all.
It's
all about me. And if it's not about me, it's still about me.
True.
Like I said before, the movie name is Tiia. The director is Tiia. Leading actor is Tiia. Even Emily said stunt double is Tiia.
Stunt double isn't Tiia because I'm too important.
That's true.
Who would be your stunt double?
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Why not? Now, this kind of released the other day, and this is Huda, and this is their Rose Quartz palette. I am going to say it, this reminds me, of a very muted Mercury retrograde, but it also reminds me of their pastel purple palette, the 9-pan that they came out with not that long ago, but just extended.
Yeah.
If I was a person who would do lots of everyday makeup looks, I wasn't so into doing very colorful and all those kinds of, I think this would be perfect for that. I like the color story. These are the kinds of tones that I like. I just feel like there's something lacking. It's very light.
Yeah.
It's very pale. When I look at it, I'm like, meh.
It's nothing new or revolutionary. We've had a lot of monochromatic purple palettes before that I believe are done better.
Huda stuck in this place where everything she releases has to be really purpley, pinky, nudish tones. And I'm can you do something else? With the mini palettes, at least then she tries.
Yeah.
like with the big ones, if you're gonna put all of them next to each other, how much variation is between those? Not that much.
I agree, and it's very expensive, and I find the quality of Huda can sometimes be a bit hit or miss. Sometimes it's absolutely fantastic, and then other times I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
She also ignored our request for a big wild palette because that would have been fun.
Huda, babe.
Well, I'm actually like, I don't need a big wild palette because I have the Wilderness, which is basically a big.
It is, yeah.
Wild.
It's a better curated one, and it's cheaper.
Better quality than Huda.
It honestly is, yeah. It honestly is. When I put this to you guys, 22% of you said that you loved it. So same sort of stats as for the E-Unique. Really, you are viewing this as the same as the E-Unique holiday collection? No. Mayor. No. Sorry. Yeah. Then we have MAC, and they're collaborating with Lisa. So they've given us like a little sneak peek of some of the things, like the liquid lipsticks, some of the highlights, the blushes, the outside of the palette. Oh, right. Here's the thing. The more I've been playing with MAC stuff, the more I'm like, excuse me, who gives you the audacity?
I don't think I have not a single MAC product that I haven't liked.
Yeah. They're so good. They're so good. And you know what? If this eyeshadow palette is a good story, like a good colour story, I will likely get it. And I'll probably get the liquid lipsticks, and I'll probably get the highlighters and stuff, because by the way, like, they're king skin finishes. Not them, but they are absolutely amazing. They're beautiful. Like, they really just blend in and give you this beautiful little I love it. I love it. And I think MAC really pay attention to their packaging, and they make
they do.
Like, there's a real experience. Like, don't get me wrong, MAC has gone very fucking wrong in the past. I will not forgive them for that Sims collection. That was terrible. But when they are good, but when they are good, they are very fucking good. And when they are bad, they are dreadful. And I think that even just looking at the liquid lipsticks on this, I am hoping, I am praying that this is a good one.
The peach blush on this is really pretty too.
Yeah. I'm excited about this one. Like, it's going to cost a bomb, but like, I'm going to have to put money aside for this, because I am intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued.
I'm intrigued, but I'm also a bit terrified that the palette's going to be boring.
Yeah.
I feel like MAC is not the absolute best coming out with like really good color stores. They have like a couple of good ones that I've seen, but like, they're not the brand that I look for eyeshadows, you know.
Yeah. But the formula is good.
Yeah.
Formula is good. I think sometimes they just need to think about the color story itself.
Yeah.
Which, okay, like, they're still doing better than a lot of other brands that neither have a color story nor a good formula. So when I put it to you guys, then 30% of you love it. So yeah, fair enough. Very last thing we're going to talk
very
about.
Hard to please.
Yeah, look, we're having a
people are very hard to please this week.
I'm afraid to put myself forward in my Instagram stories to see if you love me or hate me. It'll probably be like 78% no, and I'll be like, oh. Personally attacked.
Be like yes or yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I see brands doing this all the time, and that really annoys me. They have it in their stories, and they're like, do you love it? I love it even more. And I'm like, fuck right off. You're not giving me a problem.
They don't even give you the option to hate.
Well, that's why you go into the message bit below and just put no, and then send it to them personally.
And then find the
no.
Yeah. The very last thing that we're going to talk about is all I want for Christmas is more merchandise. Because Mariah Carey is apparently coming out with her own beauty brand. Look.
If she doesn't call it fantasy, she's missed the mark.
Oh, 5,000%. Do you know what? It kind of makes sense from her, because she's such a bougie glam queen.
Diva.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I expect everything to be like $1,000. Like, ridiculous.
And everything to be boring. It now. All the packaging will be gold. I'm calling it now. Gold is sparkly.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a lot.
I think there's going to be a lot of bronzy, like a lot of like bronzy goldy.
I just feel like it's another celebrity brand. It's another money grab.
It's the same as the 90s and early 90s when every celebrity came out with a scent. This is my new perfume.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
They all doing their own
sick of
thing.
this.
It's always something.
If you're a celebrity, you come out with a makeup brand. Please do it like right. Please do it like you actually mean it, like you actually use those products, and not like these.
Yeah, do it like Rihanna did it.
Yeah, Rihanna did a good job, and I feel like there's a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
Kim KW also did a good job. Her and Mario's stuff is actually really nice. I will say this.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about them. So like, totally fair. It does feel like everyone is coming out with a brand, and it is like the circle of life. Like
Yeah, I feel like it's because there's people like celebrities that have done really good, like Rihanna and KKW, Kylie, like those kinds of brands that have actually made a lot of money of it. So now it's like, oh, so I can make money of this because cosmetics like this is such a big thing. It's like a multi-billion dollar thing. So I feel like everyone wants a piece out of it now. And
including tapitos.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it kind of makes sense. She's a very glam lady. I think it'll do well, particularly if she's coming up with this before Christmas. I think a lot of people will pop that into their baskets and give it to, family and friends. I'm interested to see what it'll look like. But when I put it to you guys, 5% of you were excited.
Was I the 5%?
You probably were. Yeah.
I feel like Elena was the 5% because she loves Mariah Carey.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God, Elena, video idea. When Mariah comes out with her thing, will you please do a video where you transform yourself into Mariah?
And buy all of the products and be like Mariah. Because you're the bougie queen.
Yeah. That's fair. But that's it, guys. That's the whole thing. Next week's episode is actually going to be a little bit shorter because we're going to film before the girls arrive over. So it's going to be a nice, short, little bite-sized one because I still wanted you to get something. And
it's not going to even be a whole week because we're filming on Tuesdays.
It's just going to be like a couple of days. But it's going to be a bite-sized one, but I didn't want you to be without Saturday content because a lot of people have been saying to me that they really look forward to their Saturday mornings. And I'm like, I do too, but it's because I'm not working. Very different reasons. I will say I'm struggling to put out content at the moment because of my intense work schedule. So please do bear with me. I'm hoping that things change. If not, just going to leave it out there. Like I don't know what to do. Somebody has to come over and take care of me. But that's it.
We'll hire minions.
Yeah, the actual like little minions from Despicable Me, please. Yeah, not like.
I call dibs on Dave.
That's fair. Anyways, guys, that's the whole thing. Do please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow both Daniela and Tiia. Check them out. They're absolutely spectacular. Turn on that notification bell so you can see more videos that I come out with on this channel, and you can see releases on Rants every week. You want to. It's a good time. Do please share because sharing is caring. Unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, wrap it up. Don't be gross. That's it. That's the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.